Alrighty. I think we got this.
What?
We got it.
Oh, it's live?
Yep.
We live?
We're live.
All right.
Oh, God.
There we go. Are they crazy? Possibly. Are they going to change it? No, they already made the balloons. It's the best deal in mobile. Spectrum Mobile. Dear experts.
What's going on your YouTube?
Yep.
Nice.
With all-wheel drive and tons of room. To our drivers, unbeatable value. Let's go places. RAV4.
Right now, you can get 1.9% APR.
Boy, my tailbone is still hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's go places.
you know, maybe you're just getting too old for this game, Frank.
Good morning from London, and a warm welcome from the
Cheerio. You ready to English breakfast, Frank?
No, not that. From what you've said of it, beans and
Yeah, it's
beans. The morning is too early for beans.
It's beans, mushrooms, toast. I don't know the toast is thick. It's like almost like a French toast. Like it's not French toast, but like
I would be nervous ordinarily with Kevin Harlan, but considering that they've lost every other game that he has not called this year, maybe it's a reverse here where they actually win the damn Kevin Harlan games.
Is he the one that tweeted back at you?
Yes. And he tweeted back at me from the year they went 1-15.
Yeah, the one win.
Yeah. Which was a huge mistake.
I don't know. Did he really?
He did not embarrass the organization.
It's 2021. We've lost 20 games in a row. A few fingers up of Big Booty Blondes. Whatever.
Missed the playoffs barely at the end of the season in the final week of the season. And they started off in week 1 with the win in Foxborough against the Patriots. Since then,
yeah. If what Urban did is the worst thing this organization's done in the past couple of years, like that's fine.
He's 7-4 as a starter for the Dolphins. He hasn't played in a month, and he's got
wonder if
so how he handles all that.
Yeah, that's garbage.
He's able to heal and deal with the pressure that Jackson.
I'm tired of people kink shaming my coach. Remember that Sean Collins statement? It was inexcusable what he did. Like, listen, if having a big booty blonde grind up on you is inexcusable, I don't want to be excused.
No Xavier Howard. Oh God, you got to get this game's over.
It hasn't even started, right? We're missing our center. He's our captain.
We're missing our secondary.
We're missing Miles Jack. What are you talking about?
You guys are due for a friggin' win.
Those are our captains on the defense and offense. What are you talking about right now? Our center is out.
We don't even have a center.
He's probably Brandon Leonard might be the most tenured Jaguar at this point. He might be the longest active Jaguar right now.
You get stuck staring down receivers. This is what happens. You stare down a receiver, defense is going to take
this was the last play of the game, wasn't it? No, that's Tennessee.
Find the matchup you like best and make an accurate throw. They will lean on James Robinson today. The run game got going a week ago. The second-year running back.
Should have leaned on him more last week. You know, he got over 100 yards in the first half of last week, and then he only ran like 6 more times the rest of the game. When they asked Urban Meyer after the game, they said, well, how come James Robinson wasn't in? He goes, I don't micromanage which players are in the game.
Oh,
I wish somebody would manage it. I haven't been to I went to Wembley. I haven't been to this stadium. This stadium looks really nice.
Just we long live on, but we God save the Queen.
I don't want to say anything.
And now, with the singing of the national anthem of the United States of America, United States Air Force Staff Sergeant Edward Murphy.
Oh God.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare was bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. USA, USA. Yeah, I mean, I just singing a song about saving an old lady. I just,
You know, if when she dies and it becomes the king, it'll be God Save the King.
Oh, really?
Yep.
They're just switching out. Well, who's next to mine? William?
It's supposed to be Charles.
Yeah, but I remember them saying, I mean, at least since I was growing up, they always said it was going to pass over him.
Well, that's not official. They haven't said that yet.
It was my understanding that it was basically going to pass him.
I wouldn't be surprised if they pass him or if he advocates to his son.
Yeah, I mean, geez, he's got to be 70 something, right?
He's close to 70.
Yeah.
If he's not 70, he's close to 70.
Yeah. I always think it's funny looking at those family trees and just like, oh, they're the Duchess of Cambridge, or like, well, whatever, like the whole tree, like, oh, you're 37th in line.
Yeah, so he might be like, so he might be like 71, 72, something like that. Yeah. And I think I know the Queen's like 96.
Yeah. Or Queen Mum. Or maybe that was her mother.
That was her mother.
Her mother was Queen Mum?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine living that life for. I mean, she's been royalty. Just dealing with the royal life her entire life.
And Prince Philip was 99.
Yeah.
Some strategic tips to the Dolphins and Jaguars as they play in London today. Now, remember, in England, we say zebra, not zebra. So adjust your refereeing insults accordingly. If you win the game at the end, don't say we're going to Disneyland. Say I'm going to Chessington World of Adventures. It's not nearly as good, but we'll know what it is. And finally, just have fun out there. That's what this whole multi-billion-dollar industry is all about. Enjoy the game. Back to London.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it would
He
be.
is one of a kind. Thanks to James Corden of the Late Late Show for sharing some good words of wisdom.
This looks like a nice stadium.
We welcome you from the
It's Tottenham, right?
Yep, Tottenham.
Is it Tottenham? Tottenham?
Tottenham Hotspur.
Say it again.
Tottenham Hotspur.
You say so is it Tottenham or
Tottenham. I think it's Tottenham Hotspur.
Tottenham? But it's like Tottenham,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Tottenham.
But you forget about like the 10 part. It's just Tottenham.
I think that's what it is.
I don't know.
All I know is it's Troops' favorite team.
I thought he was an Arsenal guy.
He is. He hates Tottenham.
Yeah. I think this is the first time we've worn all black.
Yeah, it's the Dolphins' funeral. That's why.
Yeah. Already? Already? We haven't even kicked off yet. We already got a guy running on the field. And I think he's wearing a Lawrence jersey.
That the NFL has been in this stadium built last year with Atlanta and the New York Jets.
Come on.
Jacksonville is making their 8th.
Is Urban Meyer trying to get the guy off the field? Come on, just go off the field.
And the stadium, we can attest, is beautiful.
I guess if you're going to do it, at least he did it like before a kickoff, It wasn't like during a significant play.
This is our first time in the stadium, and it's beautiful when you consider, you look at it just opened a couple of seasons ago, a little over 62,000 people. There's been a real passion for football around town. And you can see that
I'm pretty sure the guy was wearing a Lawrence jersey, one of those from what it looked like he had an inflatable helmet hat.
I mean, you seriously, you go to get in the game.
Well, I will say this. I mean, the tickets probably aren't that expensive. When I went in 2017, we actually went there without we didn't have tickets till the night before, and I went on one of those ticket websites, $40, well €40, 40 pound, no 40 pound.
And he's a central point of this offense. And Gaskin a week ago had 10 receptions, and the rookie Jalen Waddle. So look for some quick throws, look for two to try and get comfortable early on. We know he's got the fractured ribs. The pain tolerance will be an issue. I'm sure they'll monitor all game long. Here's a 1st and 10. First play of the game from Tottenham.
Get him.
Miles Gaskin sucks. I mean, really sucks. They haven't got it. I mean, I can run further than Miles fucking Gaskin.
Nickel secondary for Jacksonville. Loss of a yard in that first play, so it's 2nd and 11.
All right.
Drilled by a couple, including Trey Herndon, the defensive back, who gets the game. Waddle does up to about the 31. And he picks up 7 on the play. The defense of Jacksonville, number 28 in the NFL, coming in. Well, and as we talked about, they're down a couple of starters. No Miles Jack, no Tyson Campbell. They've got to find a way to pressure Tua. They want to stop the run game and force this into a drop back. Want Tua to drop back and hang on to the ball in the pocket so they can test those ribs out. Malcolm Brown is the new running back, and it's 3rd and 4 in the game opening drive. Flag, and we've got offensive movement and a penalty against the Fins. False start. Offense number 17.
We're fucking Waddle. Waddle is the worst player in the history of the NFL. And they traded 2 draft picks for him.
You ever heard of Luke Jokel?
Did you trade draft picks for him?
No, we just used our 2nd overall pick on him.
Well, we're going to have probably the 1st overall pick go to the Eagles.
Oh, go! Look at that. You go from almost sacked to throwing it to Waddle. We almost had him.
First down for the Dolphins.
Good job by Tua sliding away from the pressure.
Oh, that's you can't do that.
You never want to have two receivers right next to each other.
That was lucky. That you didn't.
They gotta hold it. They gotta hold Tua. Oh, that's all. False start.
And this is against Miami again. So 2 quick penalties for the most penalized team in terms of yards in the league.
Yeah, and 90% of the Dolphins' penalties are on the offensive line. The Dolphins' offensive line is so bad.
One of the things that Brian Flores has talked to us about over here since he took over as head coach of the Dolphins, we need to eliminate mental mistakes. He's not going to be happy about the fact that in the first series of the game, they've already had 2 false starts or illegal procedures causing penalties. They've been able to overcome it the first time, but they put themselves in a tough spot.
Now first and 15, Tua with a nice throw, and across the middle it goes, and this is receiver Matt Collins, who takes it near midfield, up to the 48, picks up 17 on the play, and that is a first down for the Dolphins.
Great play action by Tagovailoa there. The underneath covers, that middle covers, the linebackers. The second that they slide up with the run fake, that allows the window to throw behind to Hollins to pick up the first down.
Offense right now, number 31 in the NFL, second worst in the league. They average 16 points a game. On the opening drive,
Get to. Oh, come on. Oh, wow.
Because the pressure was applied and it was heavy, and it came from, it seemed like, every conceivable angle. Dwayne Smoot was there with the pressure.
I've never seen a more useless offensive line.
Never?
He's able to protect himself as he throws the ball away to the sideline. He twists to go to the ground to take away that big hit opportunity.
Frank, you're pretty old. 45 years? This is the worst one?
Just completely useless. Penalties, can't block.
Yeah, you can't have both. You can't have both. If you're not going to block, you at least can't get a false start penalty.
They get like 5 false starts per game. I mean, it's been ridiculously bad.
The Jaguars are going to be concerned with. When we asked Urban Meyer, I said, what is your focus when the Dolphins are on the field offensively? He said, wherever 17 goes, we need to have somebody on because that's what they're going to have to deal with today. That's how they covered up, allowed the completion to Howard.
Here's another third down for Miami on the game opening drive, and Malcolm Brown is in the offensive backfield with Tagovailoa.
So
downfield he goes. That's Gesicki, the tight end.
strip it.
They haven't thrown to Gesicki quite enough this year.
On a quick throw, a first down, catch at 20, and the Finns move the chains again.
Keep an eye on the pocket and watch the block. It comes across and is able to pick it up. Watch the freeze here. Nice as he steps up. I wouldn't say that was the best footwork, but it was an accurate throw. Do you see the way he stepped to his right and threw back to his left? That's not ideal, but he was able to come up with a big completion and inside the 30.
Gaskin back in with the first and 10. Davis, the right tackle back. They set up a short pass, incomplete for Gaskin with the coverage on the play with the linebacker.
Myles Gaskin, what a joke.
Myles Jack on the defense for the Jaguars.
Well, I think what I've seen, the thing that jumped out to me the most is the mobility of Tua Tagovailoa. There was some concern. Obviously, we talked about the ribs quite a bit. His ability to move and slide in the pocket and buy time, smart decisions. He threw the ball away earlier to the right. That time he throws it low and left to keep it out of the defense's end.
Two starters out.
They're going downfield.
Defense, including Tyson Campbell. Myles Jack is out as well. For the number 28 defense in pro football, second and 10.
There you go.
It's fine. Was quickly grabbed by Damian Wilson, the ex-Kansas City Chief linebacker. And on the play, he picks up 7, so 3rd and 3. Dolphins are very pass-heavy so far. 8 passes in a single run.
Well, and I like the way that Tua's getting the ball out of his hands quickly. There have been some throws up the field, but a lot of the throws we've seen, short ones to Waddle, short ones to Hollins, able to get those quick 5-yarders, those what we call drive starters, just to put yourself in a good down and distance.
Gaskin remains 3rd down and 3 in the game opening drive, and that's Albert Wilson on the move.
But they're good on the field. We're not stopping them.
The Jacksonville Jaguars. That was a completion of 6 to move the chains again.
Wall 17, it's man-to-man coverage, and Tua recognizes that and knows where he's going to pick up that first down. You can see with that stack release.
4 first downs to start.
That makes it difficult to maintain that tight coverage. Just a small window to a delivery.
Miles had catches on this drive of 6, 7, and 9 yards specifically for
At least Tua looks better than Jacoby Brissett has.
Is that difficult to do?
No, Jacoby Brissett was awful.
And he'll get 3 on first down.
You're going to see from a percentage of passes, only Tampa Bay is throwing the ball more percentage-wise than the Miami Dolphins. So they're fitting right into what their trend has been coming into this game.
Last week, the Dolphins lost to Tampa Bay 45-17. 12th play of this drive. Started back at the 25 on the game-opening kick. Miles gets into the backfield, 2nd down and 7.
Woof.
Yeah. Get him.
Here he goes. Hits the net at about the 6-yard line. That's where he'll be put down. And he moves up.
Yo, he even bobbled that snap.
Yeah.
Picks up 7 on the play.
Well, we talked to him about this yesterday. When you take off and run, what are you going to have to do to protect those ribs? And he said, I can't take that part of my game out of it. I just have to be smart when I get in the open field. That time he was smart enough to get down and barely enough to pick up the first down.
A couple tight ends, 1st and goal. He's got the touchdown. A quick strike by Tagovailoa. It's a 6-yard touchdown throw. And the Dolphins score on their first possession.
This was a run play that was called, Kevin. This was supposed to be a handoff to the right. What Tua saw, the pass is built in. There's an alert that's built in. Watch all the bodies that are inside here. Tua goes, turns his back to the line. That draws those defenders up, so it leaves an open window for Waddle to get in there. That was everybody else on the offense thought it was a run play. But as soon as Tua saw that coverage, that front, he knew he had that slant open for a touchdown.
Work down the defensive end, Nevin Lawson. Now here is
13
Sanders.
plays, 75 yards, 7 minutes and 15 seconds.
55 and a 7-0 lead for Miami. Waddle was huge on the drive. They welcome back Tua. Crop rips it all. A 6-yard touchdown pass to start things off for the Dolphins.
I could maybe eat 2 cheeseburgers and a cherry.
Well, our line's getting to Tua.
Go bigger.
Well, our offensive line is bad. It's pathetic.
They're pressuring Tua. I think if they can put a little more pressure on them, get to him. I think we'll be all right.
Did he try these yet? Bud Light Seltzer Retro Time. The loudest flavors ever.
Thank you for the love on my way. It gave to me the all out. Now I play 10 feet tall. So you want to I love you. Sunday, thank you for the smile on the way.
All right, Frank, let's do this. Yeah. They want your what are your picks for today, Frank?
You can see it on the Barstool Bets page. I post them every Thursday.
What are they, Frank? What are a couple of them you got?
Let me see. I mean, let me see. You expect me to remember everything from Thursday? I haven't done my bets yet. I typically do that. I'll do that maybe like a little bit later. I'll do my bets for today.
We're in Jersey, so we can do it legally.
Yep.
That's a look at Trafalgar Square, which features galleries, historic buildings, statues, and monuments. Our CBS family spent a lot of time all over the great city of London, including right there. Waddle with 4 catches on that drive to an 8-10 game-opening drive.
Yeah, I mean, Frank. I feel like after that drive, you have to pause. You have to pause the anti-Waddle talk for a while.
I just hate the fact that they traded the first round, their number 1 pick for him. They went down 3 to 12, back up to 7, and traded this year's 1. That's what pisses me off.
I still haven't figured out that completely.
I don't understand why they did it either.
No, I'm saying like, ran right into him. The overall number of picks that y'all gave away, like the net picks, the net number of picks. I don't think y'all lost any picks, did you?
No, but we get the Niners pick, and the Niners could be picking like 20th.
Yeah, the Niners do look good.
All right, some picks for today. I got the Chargers beating the Ravens.
Okay, that'll be a good game.
Panthers over the Vikings. Packers over the Bears. Lions.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
I like the Lions in the upset over the Bengals.
Agnew.
I like the Browns to beat the Cardinals. So those are some of my picks today. Yeah.
Browns over Cardinals.
This is where no Xavier Howard kills them.
That's a great play.
Xavier Howard always is around the ball. Well, one good thing I can say about the Jaguars, they look like they have a good offensive line.
That's just the all-black jersey.
No, they
makes them look fast.
They just showed a stat.
Yeah.
They've 5th fewest sacks allowed in the NFL.
Yeah. Well, that was with Brandon Linder. Cam Robinson's really good. And Dan Arnold, Dan Arnold had a great. I think he had like 6 catches for like 65 yards last week. He's the tight end we got from Carolina. Here we go. All right. 3rd, 3rd, 4.
Xavier Howard's a big loss, and so did Byron Jones too.
Look at 29th and 3rd down conversions. Oh.
Yeah, you see, traditionally you're supposed to push them back. The Dolphins actually push you forward when they tackle you.
I don't know. This might be too soon, but getting Dan Arnold might be the best trade Jacksonville's ever completed.
Where'd they get him from?
Carolina. We traded Henderson for him, like one of our cornerbacks. Oh! Just get the line. Just get down. Don't get hurt. No, the Chargers Ravens game. That should be a good game.
Well, James Robinson's numbers, as you can see, for the season, just in his 2nd year, undrafted out of Illinois State, and putting up some impressive numbers. Probably doesn't get nearly the attention he should be getting, just based on the record the Jaguars had.
If the Jaguars were good last year, he would have been Rookie of the Year. James Robinson. He would have been undrafted Rookie of the Year. There you go. Yeah, you're right. They do he did throw him forward a couple yards.
It's ridiculous. Every play.
Well, this is where Robinson yards after contact. He's one of the best in the league with yards after contact. You see, he's just not giving up until he's on the ground.
Timeout Miami's defense, which has really struggled this season. Before the snap from London, we'll be back in 30 seconds.
That's the most disappointing part about the Dolphins, how bad the defense has been.
I mean, after that last drive, you shouldn't be disappointed in the offense at all.
No, the offense has been bad too. It's 31st in the NFL. But the defense, I expect to at least be good. And keep them in games.
Yeah.
Sure you have the right balance of risk and reward, and helping you plan for future generations. This is the planning effect from Fidelity.
And so Carolina's 0-2 since trading Arnold.
Maybe Henderson's bad luck.
Well, my sources in Duval told me that he was having some issues with whether or not he even wanted to play football. Like it was a matter of, and Carolina thinks they can change his mind, and just as we're talking good about him, that was in his hands. Oh,
that was a touchdown too.
Yeah, might have been. Jeez, just as we're talking good about him.
This is going to get interesting with the field goal attempt for the Jags.
Matthew Wright will put it out there on a 40-yard try.
UCF kicker.
Without a field goal. Wright won a kickoff with Josh Lambo. Wright used to kick for Pittsburgh. Here is
all right.
That's your first field goal of the season?
Yeah.
How's that possible?
That's the first field goal a Jaguars kicked since like December of last year. Like December 20th, I think. All right. 3 points. Jacksonville's on the board. Man, that was I don't know if it would have been a touchdown, but that would have hit him right in the hands.
Right now, get 50% off your purchase at oldmoney.com.
What are you done?
America. After the past year-ish, everyone deserves something new. So, AT&T is giving everyone our best deals on every iPhone, including the iPhone 13 Pro with its amazing camera.
Now, Frank, I wanted to go to London. I wanted to go back to London. You did not want to go to London. And why didn't you want to go to London?
Just in case the Mets are in the playoffs.
So I would have loved to have gone. I went in 2017 when we beat the Ravens good, like 44-7, something like that. I would have loved to have gone to London again. Units abroad would have been very funny. But when we try, you have to schedule that kind of stuff early. And at the time, the Mets were in first place. And Frank,
yeah, well, everything went to fucking hell like I thought it would.
Yeah, Frank didn't want to be in London just in case the Mets were in the playoffs.
How viewers get more done.
Well, the next time we're in London. Oh, I don't find him funny. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just don't have. Maybe I have a different sense of humor than he does.
All the late night guys suck.
Yeah. You see that vaccine dance?
Yes, I did.
It wasn't even. I don't. What's the point of that? Like it wasn't even like, oh, this is supposed to be funny. It's not funny. I don't think they meant for it to be funny. But I am excited. Broadway's back.
Yeah.
Broadway's back on, and not to give out too much, but I think units on Broadway will be a thing. I think once a month We'll go see a new Broadway play. Go to like a Tuesday matinee, and then we'll give our reviews, like a Siskel and Ebert review afterwards.
But Cisco and Ebert, more like Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Oh God, didn't get back to the damn night 20.
We're getting to them.
It's easy to get to. The Dolphins' offensive line is terrible.
Yeah. If they can get down and score like they just did, I don't know how terrible they are. You don't need to be great. You just need to be better than the other team. Let's see what breakfast is around here.
Number 32, running the ball. Second possession, 19-yard line, 1st and 10. Fake to Gaskin.
Oh.
Davis, and he goes deep in. Hurling a defender and over the 40 and out to the Miami 41. And a couple over there. Winner brings him down.
That hurts more, like almost getting to him and almost sacking him. I would rather use. Was he trying to hurdle?
Look at.
He's lucky he didn't get hurt. Fumble? Oh.
Myles Gaskin is awful.
But it was the hit that Tua took after. That's the first really big hit he's taken today, and he got slammed down on it. The fact that it didn't have on his ribs, that's a good sign for the Dolphins moving forward this game.
He's got some new protection he is wearing today as well. 2nd down and 6. Handoff right here, a real run. Ahmed picks it up right there. Now what do you have?
Tua's fracture rates are not 100% healed, so he's wearing a special carbon fiber gold flak jacket today. Underneath his jersey, this was a collaborative effort between Dolphins head athletic trainer Kyle Johnston and head equipment manager Joe Cimino. They made this over the last few weeks. They've been experimenting with it to make sure Tua is comfortable moving around and throwing. And Tua told us he feels he has no limitations in it.
Well, he's going to now go to the sideline. Jacoby Brissett is going to come in. He's got a hamstring issue. They're 3 of 3 on 3rd down, 31 right here.
Get him.
And Brissett drills, he throws by
Wow. He's dead. Tag him, please.
Right in front of Josh Allen, the tight end, and boy, they're using him this afternoon to the 25, and a gain to 25 on the 1st down for Miami.
Well, the scouting report would say when Jacoby Brissett comes in on short yardage, it's going to be a quarterback sneak. So they come in and show a play fake, only 2 receivers.
That's tough to look at.
Waddle takes the receiver over the top as you see Tua Tagovailoa going crazy with that accurate throw by Brissett picking up the 1st down.
Brissett coming off his best game last week at 275 against that terrific Buccaneer defense. Spot play remains 1st down and 10. Davis to get right in. Then outside, chased by Wilson.
Tua's made some good decisions so far. Oh God.
As he took it and ran, flag thrown.
Block the back.
As it stands now, it's a 15-yard catch and run.
Yeah.
With the Miami offense showing life.
Well, you can understand, like I said,
What is
he's
this?
upset. The penalty was thrown. You can't peel that block anymore. It's right of protection for the other players. So he actually got in the way, but he didn't block anybody. He wanted to, believe me, he wanted to, but he held up.
After discussion on the field, it was determined that number 88 was simply screening the defensive player. There's no foul on the play. Resulting play is a 1st down.
And a gain of 15. And Gesicki is going to be a pretty good lawyer somewhere.
Well, you see how he just stopped?
Yes.
He just got in front of Dakota Allen, and instead of turning around and blocking, so this is a legal play, and the official did the right thing by picking up the.
I mean, if you're going to throw a flag on the guy just standing there, what are we doing?
Oh, that's obviously a block.
He didn't even block him. He just was in the
it's
way.
it's a block from the back. Not a block in the back. It's a block from the back.
God.
And Quarterman was there, the linebacker.
Offense number 82. And their penalty.
Cleveland Carter, the tight end, will pick that up. They've got 4 of them out today. Is Adam Shaheen with the right knee inactive.
What was that, your third or fourth offensive penalty right now?
All on the offensive line.
Well, that was the tight end.
Gets called for the hook and the hold. He gets that left hand up there and grabs the shoulder pad. As the official from behind
You just can't do that, Frank. You just can't do that. Get him.
Dolphins got the game. Got the ball control.
First quarter has come to a close. Long drives by both teams. The second now by Miami. A 6-yard touchdown pass. They lead 7-3 on CBS.
Welcome to Allstate, where we have all new lower auto rates and savings like that. Make you feel like you won the whole dang thing.
You know, that guy was actually trying to line up to kick the ball, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, we all think he was way too early. He was actually a little late. He just wanted to kick out. He just wanted to kick the ball off.
With Allstate, click or call for a lower auto rate today.
Yeah, but when it feels good, you know what feels better? A better GM. Hit under, cover it, no spread. That's how we do, baby. Now hold on. Now you're winning with the king of sports books.
Some carriers will give you just one measly.
All right, you want to get some donuts?
One is nothing. With Verizon,
I guess that sounds decent enough.
Dunkin'. I don't know what else is around here. I mean, we're basically right in the middle of Jersey City.
Music, gaming, Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus, and more. That's 7 times the entertainment. Because everyone deserves better. And with plans starting at just $35, better costs less than you think. You're up early. First day jitters.
You want donuts or sandwiches?
What's that?
You want donuts or breakfast sandwiches?
Donuts is fine. I figure I'm gonna at lunch. I'm gonna grab. Gonna go to get something good.
Yeah.
I'm not a big breakfast guy.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, I'm not a big breakfast guy. So if you just want to get something for yourself, that's fine.
All right.
Abbey Road, Wednesday on CBS. CSI, the global phenomenon, has become a new chapter in the city where it all began. New science, new mysteries, and a new threat to the next generation of crime scene investigators. The new series, CSI Vegas, Wednesday at 10, 9 Central.
Because we just have.
Yes, that would be like 3 in the afternoon. I'm trying to calculate. That's not a strong suit. We start the second quarter. Keep it to a clean so far. Got a second down and goal. Miles Gaston. He ran the late snap in the short quarterman. George had an eye for that Jacksonville tee. He picks up about 2. And Trent Green, we've got third down and goal coming up. We'll look at the numbers through 15 minutes of one.
Well, the third down conversions jump out to you for the Dolphins, but also that time of possession. Those are 2 areas that they really struggled in the first part of this season, but very effective in the first quarter. This is going to be a tough third down to overcome, though, after the penalty early in this possession down by the goal line.
6 defensive backs. Gaston is in. It's third and goal.
Get to him. Oh. That's an incomplete pass. Did that not blow the whistle? All right, that's a good stop.
10 receptions last week. He was terrific, but they're going to go for 3. Jacksonville's
Boy, Gaskin
Well, this
sucks.
is supposed to be set up as a little screen to the outside. That couple blockers, whether or not he would have gotten to the end zone or not. Easily can tell it's a drop ball and completion. And setting up this field goal, as you said, Ken.
So here's Jason Sanders, who was first-team All-Pro a season ago, as good as it gets in the NFL with a 33-yard try. Tight ends on this drive, including Smythe with a gain of 25, and he will get it to go in, and Miami builds their lead to 7 on a field goal of 33. Pacific on one for 22. Ahmed, a 15-yard catch and run. And the Dolphins by 7 on CBS.
They're nice but irritating, their excitement can get grating. They're dressed for pastry baking, the Progressive Family. They're helpful but annoying, they always leave us snoring. Accidents are boring, the Progressive Family.
So, when do you all go home?
Never. We're here for you 24/7.
How terrifying.
Protection so good, it's scary. The Addams Family too, now playing everywhere. Who's on it with Guardians?
We're 25 million prescriptions strong. We're managing type 2 diabetes and heart risk.
We're working up a sweat to a forward coffee.
And say no thanks to a Boston Cream.
Jardiance is a once-daily pill that can reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults who also have known heart disease. So we can help save your life from a heart attack or stroke. And Jardiance...
It says the subtotal is $12.
Including dehydration.
Oh, just service fee. Okay. All right, I'm not going to order that. I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry for the game. I'm hungry for a win. I'm hungry for breakfast. I can't do that. I can't put myself to.
I mean, this game should be over like about, what, 12 or so?
Yeah.
I figured I could go grab something in the neighborhood.
Well, we're going to collaborate later, right?
Or maybe if you want to. Yeah, that sounds good.
After I look at the place.
Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
With the Lowe's home team, you can go for it. Go big.
Next week, I have to go to Talercio's for like 7 o'clock for like this ravioli contest.
What's a ravioli contest?
I guess it's a ravioli eating contest.
You're going to a place to eat ravioli,
No, I'm the host.
Okay, so you're hosting a ravioli eating contest.
Yes, from Talercio's.
That's wild. You're living a dream, Frank.
That I am. I don't know if you've met Talercio's yet.
I don't believe I have. I might have.
They have the huge sandwiches. They come up to the Barstool office a couple times a year too.
Yeah. I don't think I have. I've seen them. But...
They're in Central Jersey or close to Central Jersey, if there is a Central Jersey. I don't think there's a Central Jersey.
What do you mean there's not a Central Jersey?
There's North Jersey, there's South Jersey, and Rutgers is the DMZ.
So Rutgers is Central Jersey?
No, it's the DMZ.
I mean, the DMZ would be Central Korea.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I can't bring myself to pay a $5 service fee to get $10 worth of food.
This is only your 8th game in London?
Yeah, well, we took it over in 2013. Because it used to be St. Louis, remember?
Yeah.
I believe it was 2013. I think it was 2013. St. Louis backed out. He basically said, we have enough trouble getting people to St. Louis games. We can't afford to lose another home game.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, that was holding.
All right, there's a flag. Where was the guy? I was about to say, where's the graphic?
Intercepted by Coleman, and just right at the last second, it looks like Chenault got his hands on it to cause an incompletion.
Flag thrown. John Hussey is our referee. Personal foul. Clipping. Offense number 78. 15 yards from the previous spot. First down. That's Ben Barch, the right guard.
Yeah, so St. Louis backed out. So we can't afford to lose a home game. And as a new owner, Shad Khan said, hey, we could use some market share somewhere else. And I'm not against the idea, but I hate that it's a home game. That what though? That should just be holding.
They call it a clipping, but it's more of a high-low block. You had one guy engaged on top and another guy hitting low.
Robinson on first and 22, spot foul, then dragged down there by Raekwon Davis, who came back last week from a back injury and a knee injury, and he had missed 3 games, was on IR, but he has a big body, a big load in the middle.
I think the Dolphins have played like 5 or 6 now in London.
Well, I mean, I don't mind playing in London. It just sucks that it takes away a home game every year.
Especially this one.
Yeah. Well, it's always a good game. They never. Well, it's always an opponent that people would want to come to Jacksonville to see. It's never Jaguars Texans.
Jaguars Tennessee would have been the right one to go to London.
It's just they don't make them divisional games, which is stupid because those are the games that I wouldn't mind. Last year they were going to have 2 home games last year in London. They said they were doing construction in Jacksonville, and they said it would be better to do 2 games. I got tired of explaining to idiots how a London-based team just doesn't make sense. It wasn't even like a pro Jaguar. It wasn't even like a pro Jaguar stance. It's just like a team in London would not work full time.
The players wouldn't want to deal with it.
It just doesn't make sense logistics wise. You can't do it
unless you bring back the Concorde.
No, even then. I mean, you're gonna have the Las Vegas Raiders flying over, and
was fortunate that ball was a little bit low with 2 guys closing in on that, with Rowan McCordy closing in on it.
Logan Cook will come number 8 in gross.
Logan Cook may be our best player. He's a new dad,
45-yard punt. We're in London on CBS.
Oh, Bud Light seltzer retro time.
No, but yeah, no, they wanted 2 home games in London for the Jaguars. The concept, this city, they got them in a pretzel.
But no one likes to leave at home. Watching Prime Video, she realised Ruda's cooking back, so she orders some gifts with time. After that, it was more of a 1 team, 1 dream kind of a week. Didn't give up all the whole though. Prime watches everything.
The whole world is burning. Sometimes the only way to put out the flames is with more fire. Rated M for mature.
I still haven't got a PS5.
My last video game system was the original Nintendo. So
really, you didn't even get a Super Nintendo?
Nope.
You didn't get a Super Nintendo, Frank?
Nope.
It was Super.
Never got it.
Why not?
Never got it.
I mean, shit, that would have been what, early 90s?
But keep mind this. I still have my Atari in my in television systems.
Do you have the Atari in your storage or in your apartment?
No, those are gone 20 years at least. But I was still playing in television in Atari.
Yeah. I think we had NES, the Nintendo Entertainment.
Yeah, that's the
what
one.
Called it, right? NES.
Yeah.
We had that. My mom's van had a little TV in the center console. Cause it's a big conversion van. The TV, and on the right side it was on the left side it was a VCR. On the right side we had the NES. So we're on the way to Walmart. We're playing Super Mario Brothers in the back of the van. We played Duck Hunt, but I never understood how how they know where my TV is located. You know what I'm talking about? Like the gun, like I didn't know how the.
I think it's maybe just like a laser pointer or something like that.
No, but they don't know where my TV is though. Gosh darn it!
All I know is that dog used to laugh at me, and I started shooting the dog.
Yeah, I'm going duck hunting with Sydney Wells coming up in a month or two.
Someone should go dress as a dog and laugh.
I don't know if that's the safest thing.
And then he's able to come back. Get it up the midfield.
I think we're going to Chicago, like right outside Chicago, and I'm hoping to get a duck, like so I can like get a taxidermy, because I want a duck in my man cave, but I don't want to buy one. Like I don't want anything taxidermy that I didn't kill myself.
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, like I could have easily bought like a whitetail deer head, from the Goodwill or something. But I think I might whichever one I kill, if it's a nice looking duck, I'll get it stuffed. Yo,
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm okay with that. That did not end well for you guys.
Great recognition by Malcolm Brown in the backfield. There's supposed to be a play fake to the left. He recognizes the blitz off the right, so he avoids the fake and just goes to pick up the blitz. And Albert Wilson,
Might not have been a terrible play, but
he actually got a couple more yards, but he ran backwards to try and gain more yards, and could have really had it at about a 32, 31 and a half had he not gone backwards.
Stupid.
It'll be 3rd and 4.
Get to him.
And Wilson running back just killed that whole drive. That's selfish. That's selfish. When you do something like that.
How so?
He tried to get the big run, and he got rid of the good run.
I think he was trying to get the first down. All right. All right. Good stop. Only down a touchdown. Frank, it's not looking too bad.
This is a typical Dolphins. They this happened against the Colts where they should have been up. They actually dominated the first part of the game, and then all of a sudden it fell apart.
I mean, we're due for a win, right?
Yeah, damn right you are. I mean, that's what scares me about this game.
I don't. At this point, I don't know if I want the Jaguars just to keep losing until they fire over it or not.
By the way, you know
what I mean? Like every win is just progressing the inevitable.
Well, I felt that way in September about Louis Rojas.
Yeah. Is your GM still with you? What's the guy's name?
We don't have a general manager.
I mean, who hired Rojas?
He got fired.
I know Rojas got fired. I'm saying who hired him?
Brody Van Wagenen. Rojas only became the manager after Carl Speltran was forced to resign because he got named in the cheating scandal.
Yeah.
Then right. Brody Van Wagenen got fired last year. They kept Rojas around.
Who is Rojas? Who was Rojas' boss? Who fired Rojas?
Essentially, they just didn't give him a contract extension.
Who fired Rojas? What's the guy's name?
It's basically the owner. There's nobody in charge.
Who is the guy that? Yeah, Frank, we've had this discussion before. Who was the? You said the MLB put him in charge.
Sandy Alderson.
Okay, Alderson. Thank you. Okay, so is Alderson still with the team?
Yes.
Okay, so Alderson is the manager.
Alderson is basically president.
He's the president of the team.
Yes. and they're looking for someone to be in president. They're looking for president of baseball operations. They're looking for a GM, and they're looking for a manager.
Let's start with one position,
They need a president of baseball operations.
and then that president of baseball operations will hire who he needs.
Yes.
Gotcha. I mean, that's the Shad Khan. I mean, they hired Urban, and then they were like, "Hey, we also need a GM." Like, okay, well, hey, maybe the GM should have a say in who the coach is going to be. And then Shad Khan said he was going to be taken over the GM role pretty much. It's like I don't.
And meanwhile, Sandy's supposed to be like a transitional figure, but they need to get rid of him.
You got Washington football team, Cincinnati Bengals, Minnesota Vikings. But no, what's the point of having a GM if there's no accountability? Like, oh, he's a GM, but I'm going to be making a lot of the calls though. Like, why even have a GM?
See, the Mets had a general manager. He got arrested for he didn't get arrested. He was forced to resign after the creepy the text messages.
Pervert.
Yeah.
Not even he's a pervert, because a pervert is like Stu's a pervert, but everybody loves him.
Yeah.
And he's not a creep.
Yeah, he was a creep.
The guy's a creep. Well, I mean, it was like 65.
Yep.
65 unanswered text messages.
And then then Zach Scott took over. He got caught with a DUI.
Yeah, I don't know if the DUI is as big a deal as you want it to.
But he was the interim.
Yeah.
He never got the interim tag. So if you're just the interim, you're not going to get the job by doing DUI. So it's basically going to be whoever is the president of baseball ops will decide who the GM is and decide Scott's fate.
Yeah. Well, obviously DUIs are bad. All right. Okay. Like, obviously you shouldn't be driving if you're intoxicated or even buzzed. But, I mean, oh! Wow.
Well, on the opening, Jalen Phillips missed an opportunity to knock it down, but Otwood doesn't miss this one. Lawrence fortunate that ball doesn't go up in the air, and instead goes to the ground, setting up a fourth down.
Yeah, no quarterback pressures last week against Tom Brady.
All right, let's go, Logan. Let's go, Cook. He's the best player on the field right now.
Out there, and Logan Cook again. This one, and T-Mac is wobbled. And it's going to be a poor punt that goes out of bounds in Jacksonville territory. 8:49 to play in the second.
It's like a 35-yard punt.
Two with a 6-yard touchdown pass, 10-3 Fins.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic.
You like that commercial, Frank?
Yes.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to Geico.com.
Tonight, I'll be eating. You know what? Why would I give you the specifics of my order? It's very personal. Thanks, well. I mean, that's between me and my belly. Hey, you show my food?
He's a smart man.
The new iPhone 13 Pro here.
Smart. You know, he never used any of his Marshall almost never used any of his money, like NFL money. He lived off the endorsement money he got from like Skittles and stuff.
Huh. Would he invest it?
Yeah, it's actually a big thing. It's like that's he's known as being very like frugal and like saving his money and whatnot.
That's actually a good thing to see from a player.
No, absolutely. And well, that's because they have like when rookies come into the league, they have like these financial advice, like seminars and stuff, classes or whatnot. But I mean, if you've never had that kind of money before,
he just hated talking to the press, and yeah. I'm just here to be some contractually obligated.
Yeah, you know why I'm here. I'm here so I don't get fined, which is fair too. I mean, it's.
I always envisioned if you would have won Super Bowl MVP. After you've won, Marshawn Lynch, you and the Seattle Seahawks have just won the Super Bowl for the second straight year. What are you doing now? I'm contractually obligated to go to Disney World.
Yeah. Well, so I don't even know. That's like a thing. Like they, because didn't somebody win MVP and they didn't want to do it, so like somebody else did it.
Might have been something like that.
I can't remember what it was. Like Peyton. It might have been Peyton Manning. I know somebody got MVP and they were like, I'm not doing that. It's like the next player up.
Because I think Pete Carroll wanted Russell Wilson to be the Super Bowl MVP, and that's why he had him throw that stupid pass.
Oh yeah.
And not give the MVP to Marshawn Lynch. Because if they gave that ball to Marshawn Lynch and he punched the ball in, they would have had to give him the MVP of the Super Bowl. Come on, you're doing good with the small passes.
Who was that on? It was obviously a confusion from some of the players.
Hollins kind of stumbled.
What?
Tua just got his first passport recently. This is the first time he's left the United States. Well, I haven't left the U.S. yet either.
Yeah. I have my passport, so if we want to go to Canada.
Yep, I have it too. Not with me, but.
Well, yeah, man. I don't know if
but that would be my first stamp. I've never even been to Canada.
I don't know if Canada's open yet.
It was just refreshing to hear how excited he was. Number one, to get a passport for the first time.
Sorry, folks, Canada's closed. The booth's out. I should have told you that.
Yeah.
He was with his credit card. He didn't know because he didn't notify his credit card company that there may be a charge coming from London, so he wasn't sure what was going to happen when he took his teammates out to dinner. Austin is in 4-2.
Why?
Past the line?
Why?
Wasn't he past the line? Why did he throw the ball?
I don't know, but the first down was right there.
The frustrating part here for him is that he gets outside the pocket, so he thinks he has a chance at a big play, but it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, you can see by that replay there was plenty of room.
Going for it.
The first down, slide, not take the hit, whatever it was he decided to do. But now the Dolphins are going to go for it.
I don't even know who he was trying to throw it to.
I don't know who he was throwing it to. That was poor throw.
Why'd the play clock start again? Why did the play clock restart? It was down to 8 and then it restarted. All right.
Second quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from the Home Depot.
It is time for the final question. Who is offered the Rogers ratings? Jacob Saquon? Basically anyone? Sorry, buddy, that's incorrect.
See? We offer great rates that fit anyone's budget.
That's enough. Thank you very much. Jessica in the middle. You said me? No. Whatever. Also me. Great LOL. That was really important. Of course. Everybody gets the rates, I guess.
Surprising great rates that fit any budget. Like a good neighbor, Saquon was there.
Who's he trying to throw it to?
I don't know.
This is big. This is big.
That was a bad decision.
Oh.
Comes up with his fourth. He picks up 19. They move the chains. First and goal to 9.
I mean, what are we doing?
Jaguars were dialed in on Jalen Waddle. They put Shaquille Griffin on him, and they actually had an extra man to the inside, so they were doubling it inside out. So that left Hollis out on the outside.
Missed the 2017 defense.
Good first down.
Allen's a terrific special teamer. Now with all the injuries in the wide receiving core, Providence their first and goal to pick the ground.
Oh, they. Woo!
Smythe, who was smothered on the play by Willard along with others. They ushered him down. Wilson in the hand on 2. They stayed for 9.
Well, this was actually supposed to try and get to the outside against Waddle to the outside, and Smythe was the second.
What happened?
Waddle was hitting the backfield, and Smythe was smashed after getting the ball.
You're very quick to react, Frank. Like half a second. You were about to rage on those TVs.
Gibson Road grading over there. As you see Davis and others trying to lay the wood. And he gains about 3-4 yards on the play outside the 5.
Is that your head coach, Frank?
Yep.
This first season?
Nope. Third season. He's from Brooklyn.
I don't know why. I'm not sure who he is.
Brian Flores.
I guess I just don't. I don't write that.
He knows misery. He's a Mets fan.
Yeah.
Is it just a quick throw to the outside? He gets some pressure from the outside, but there's plenty of guys. They're only rushing 3, dropping 8. So in that zone, you've got to be able to put it right on the receiver so that they have.
I was at 4th throw.
Somebody missed that time. They're just not on the same page. They just saw that ball high to the inside. Fortunate for the Dolphins, that wasn't tipped up and intercepted.
Sanders from 24. Take down 3 more and a 10-point Miami lead, 13-3. 2 field goals by Sanders. Another long drive for Brian Flores and Tua for the Dolphins.
I'm just not feeling good about this right now.
Oh, you're not?
They should be up more.
They're up by 10.
He never would have heard his name called as a first-round pick.
Yeah, but they're letting the Jaguars hang in the game.
And if he let 6
Well, I mean, so did Arizona. So did Cincinnati.
he never would have had the heart to get back to the streets that shaped it. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Look out, root for those with a fighting spirit.
An F-150 isn't an F-150 because of the name on the tailgate. It's an F-150 because it's built for tough, built to haul more, built to tow more, for the people who count on it. Because they know that brawn.
I mean, if we can't beat the Dolphins, just get rid of Urban. Just go ahead and fire him.
Tough that smart can only be called F-150.
I mean, I don't know if we have any easier games this season. I mean, the Dolphins may be the best chance we got of getting another win.
Who do you play next? Well, you have a bye week next week, don't you? Dolphins don't.
I'm not too sure. We do play the Texans again, so that might be an opportunity to get a win, but.
Pete, super nice Scoutmaster, died 1985, returning 2021 as a ghost.
I hate getting walked through. It's probably the worst thing I can think of. No way, Arrow, there's an X.
Oh, you just mean that.
The Arrow guy? Or the Great Dad? Sure, Arrow guy. Let's get with that. So, what time is soup on?
The new Ghosts, Thursday, 9/8 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Well, the pitch here at Tottenham
Oh, wow.
10,000 tons is divided into 3 sections that can roll
That's
away
pretty cool.
into storage under the south stands, revealing A synthetic NFL football field beneath it. It is some kind of marvel of engineering and one of the many things that open your eyes and you notice.
Supposedly they're not going to have many more. I don't think they're going to do any more London Wembley games. I think they're going to be mainly here.
Yeah. Was in 2017 they had 2 and 2. They had 2 in Wembley and 2 in Tottenham.
What is the new Tottenham Stadium?
Yeah, well, that's Oh, that's that's this one came. This one opened in 2019. This one, I think this one opened up after 2017, right?
I think it opened up this year or last year.
Yeah, it's like 2019.
There's a full irrigation system, red and blue LED lights, a remote control robotic lawnmower. You guys, the coolest part can be switched over in as quickly as 25 minutes.
No kidding. Wow, that is amazing.
A remote control robotic lawnmower. How about that?
That's pretty good. Trevor Lawrence began the game 3-3, 1 of 4 since. Jacksonville's last 9 plays have gone for just 15 yards. Robinson back there with it, 1st and 10 after the field goal by Miami. With time and the toss. That's how they go. And it's caught by Marvin Jones. He's the leading receiver for the offense. Picks up 6 right there. He's out to the 31-yard line. Jacksonville.
Well, Kevin, after that opening drive, you mentioned the fact that they kind of stalled offense. So that's just the 14th play they've had here in the first half. The Dolphins have taken advantage of over 200 yards of offense, but the Jags have been tight and holding it to this field goal.
There you go.
All right. Across the way, Jones. That's a first down toss. Put him at the 39 and Trent gain of 8.
He still needs to make up for that drop pass.
They got a first down. Now they're moving the ball. And after their last series and the shanked punt of 27 yards gave the Dolphins field position, they were able to hold it to just a field goal. And now the offense, if they can get something going here and give their defense a rest, go down and get some points here before halftime.
First down and 10. Fake the Robinson.
There you go. I'll take 5. I'll take 5-7 yards.
And a catch and run of 9. When you're a quarterback like Trevor Lawrence, and you've gone through it with different teams, different coordinators, but when you start to feel comfortable with the offense, the reads, being in that pocket.
Well, there's different stages for different quarterbacks. There's some that had success really early, and others. For me, it took a couple years. You got to learn. You got to get the game to slow down. So it's a process. But you've seen the improvement.
There we go. There we go. Oh. Come on.
The flag is back at the 41, a 28-yard gain as it stands. Personal foul. Face mask. Offense. And that was by Luke Farrell, who's a rookie tight end out of Ohio State.
Well, it looks like it's right at the end of the line of scrimmage where the run's going to happen. Those two are going out of hand fighting, but the penalty was back on the other side. Just the left side here. Oddball taking on. He gets that left hand up. And now watch it. He goes to get the outside. Gets that left hand up in the face mask.
It wasn't even necessary. It wasn't even necessary.
Orange now facing 2nd and 16. Those are the final defensive ends.
All right.
Takes the catch downfield. Coleman is there. Put him near the 45. And he picks up 12. There's one of the great stories in the NFL of James Robinson. He is out of Illinois State. When he was a high school running back in Rockford, Illinois, he rushed for over 9,000 yards, which is a state record. He went and played in Illinois State. Now he's in the NFL. 3rd down and 4. And it's Jones the catch. Hit by Van Ginkel, 35 of Miami, a pickup of 20 and a good throw by Trevor Lawrence.
Good job by Lawrence under pressure, standing in there as he's getting hit, making an accurate throw up the field to Jones. Watch as he takes a hit as he's throwing.
Oh, that was behind too. That was even a great pass.
It was actually behind him. He reached back
Marvin Jones Jr. I didn't know he even had a son.
At some point in time, somebody's got to recognize
What's
his
the
talent,
flag
right?
now?
Exactly. He ended up going to Illinois State. He was undrafted out of Illinois State.
They call timeout?
His historic numbers in high school, and now just in his second year getting it done in the NFL.
Prior to the timeout called by Jacksonville, offensive accumulated in the huddle. 5-yard penalty, third down. Daryl Bevel is the offensive coordinator, and he has been handed this wonderful prize of Trevor Lawrence. There's Brian Schottenheimer, who also is involved in
He's the best game coordinator. He is.
Okay, now we see why you're losing. I didn't know you had Brian Schottenheimer.
Of course.
You know he fucked things up with the Jets royally.
Did he?
He was Jets offensive coordinator, and all Jet fans hated him.
Why?
Because he was a terrible offensive coordinator.
Get out of there.
Second and 15.
Brandon Jones will be coming off the right-hand side. Keep an eye, get that as Trevor Lawrence starts to flush. I don't know if he realizes, because he flushes right into the pressure, so he's not able to extend the play. And once you're outside the pocket, you just have to get it past the sticks to be a throwaway. But he rolled right to the side of where that blitz was coming from.
Carlos Hyde is in the backfield. Second down, 15 to come off the side up. And there goes the trusted Lawrence, who throws downfield. And it's Chinook and the sights and broken up.
They didn't do any favors for Lawrence, the Jaguars, with their coaching staff.
Last year enacted most of the season on the defense.
I hate when people are like, oh, well, they hired Urban and, they got Trevor Lawrence. Like, you were getting Lawrence no matter what.
Did Marvin Jones Jr. also go to Florida State?
It was Holland who came through and made the hit.
I think you might be thinking of a different Marvin Jones.
I think Marvin Jones, his father went to Florida State.
I don't know.
If I'm thinking about the right Marvin Jones.
Oh!
That was fortunate.
Come on.
Well, Chenault, you see the exchange release from that bunch formation. Chenault lined up to the inside, and he works his way to the outside. That's a ball he's got to come up with. Yes, it's low, but it hits you in both hands. Trevor Lawrence was under pressure with the blitz coming from the Dolphins.
Ken has talked about this already. This was a terrific defense. A season ago, is Logan Cook will try to plant this inside the 10.
Oh, there we go. There
shit!
We go. I told you, Logan Cook is our best player.
Okay, now I'm just confused.
What are you confused about, Frank?
I thought it was a different Marvin Jones.
Well, that's what I said. I think you're thinking of a different Marvin. That's literally exactly what I said, Frank.
I thought I was thinking about someone that was in the past, longer in the past. I thought this was a rookie. Because he used to be just Marvin Jones. Now he's calling himself Marvin Jones Jr.
I think that's
I actually don't even is his own son.
I think he's not the only one. He's not the only guy that's done that before, right?
No, he's not.
Or like, what was it? Sam Smith?
Steve Smith.
Steve Smith Sr.
Yeah, well, that means he had a son, Steve Smith Jr. So
yeah, but you don't.
You usually don't do that.
You don't do that if nobody knows who your son is. The heck was that, Frank?
It was a scary looking pass.
It should have been a safety. Got to him earlier. I was here with Ben Mintz and Big T last night. Ben Mintz makes some funny noises.
Get a couple of movies under 6 legal, and you customize car insurance from Liberty Mutual.
so they only pay for what they need.
What do you say we see what this bird can do?
I'm not getting you a helicopter.
Looks like we're welcome, kid. Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 liberty.
I just got my cashback map. Is this for real? Yeah. We match all the cashback new card members earn at the end of their first year. Automatically. Woo, I got my money.
I'll believe those iPhone commercials when they say this commercial was filmed on an iPhone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're making claims about cinematic. Oh, this if you make your film on this iPhone, it'll look like a movie. All right, well, if that's that good of a quality, why don't you just make the whole iPhone commercial on the iPhone?
How do I get the units to Famous Lunches and Gus's in Troy, New York?
Troy, New York? Where's Troy, New York?
Upstate.
Upstate? You might be going upstate New York.
Yeah, we might be going upstate.
How far away from Adirondack is Troy?
I'm not sure. But I think those are hot dog places.
Yeah.
I gotta make a list of this stuff I need to go to.
It's gonna be a long list, Frank. Oh, I've been there.
You know, there's supposed to be that.
It's sponsored by.
You know,
Sponsored by.
Eventually, the Ferris wheel by American Dream is supposed to rival the London Eye.
Really? I mean, I guess. I mean, if you got. I mean, the view is the New York skyline.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say it's pretty good. But the London Eye, you actually those pods. They're not. It's not like a Ferris wheel. Like you actually stand. Like each pod holds like 20 people, and you go and you walk in and you stand.
Well, they haven't put the pods on yet.
Oh, they haven't put the pods on.
Yeah.
At American Dream. Let's go get to them.
Well, they just finished putting up the wheel.
Get a safety here.
They don't have anything attached to the wheel yet.
Okay. That would make sense why it didn't look like
it. Yeah, over the summer I walked past a couple times and saw the wheel coming together.
Yeah.
So they haven't even finished it yet.
Where the first Ferris wheel was?
Paris.
Chicago. It was at a World Fair.
Or it could have been St. Louis too. I was going to say either Paris or St. Louis.
I thought it was Chicago, but it could be. But yeah, it was definitely somewhere in America.
There was a major World's Fair in St. Louis that like a dozen things were invented there, including.
Was that like the 1918 or something like that, or?
No, even before that.
1908.
Yeah, something like that.
Something early 1900s.
And they invented like the ice cream cone there.
Oh yeah. Like, you mean like the waffle cone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. All right. More than two. You guys can't go for that.
No, have to punt. And our punter's been terrible.
It's definitely not a first down.
Well, and that actually worked out to Jacksonville's favor. The fact that he went out of bounds and stopped the clock, they didn't have to use one of the two remaining timeouts.
I mean, the Dolphins punter has been terrible this year.
I can't. These quick screen zoom in. I can't do it with my eyes. All right. Minute 43 on the 50-yard line. I'll take it. We might go down and score another field goal, right?
Jacksonville has a couple timeouts. They're down by 10 on CBS.
Beautiful out here. Sure is. And I earned 5% cash back on travel purchase through Chase with Chase Freedom Unlimited. That means I earn 5% when I rental car, I earn 5% when I cabin. I mean, come on. Hello, cash back.
Hello, Kevin Hart.
I'm scared. In a good way. I'm lying. Let's get this out. Earn big time with Chase Freedom Unlimited with no annual fee. How do you cash back? Chase, make more of what you want.
I know the best coffee spot in town. I can make a rustic cabin feel honored. I am a guy who forgets. I can make an indoorsy person outdoorsy. I give families a home, not just a place to stay. I am the Verbo host.
I'm game day ready. Let's do this. Jump in the shit. That's yes.
You know, Greg Olson's from New Jersey.
Yeah. But he's good friends with Dave, right? Not good friends, maybe. He's friends with Dave.
He might be. I think he knows. I think he's the Big Cat too.
Yeah.
You know where we go mini golfing? With the Bear and Tiger courses. That's his hometown.
Okay. Have you been watching Survivor this season?
Nope.
This game is a monster.
I haven't watched Survivor since like the first season.
Oh, really?
Yep.
With Rich?
Yeah.
What was the guy's name? Rich? I tell you what, that hurts seeing that. That's not too bad, but that just.
I was rooting for the old guy to win. That Rudy.
I don't. I mean, I was on the first season. What, like 2000?
2000.
Yeah. I don't recall that. Richard Hatch. Is that him?
Richard Hatch. Yeah.
Hatch.
Yeah. Rudy was like a World War II vet.
Yeah. And he wasn't a pervert.
No.
Richard was. All right.
I forgot the woman's name, but it said that says if you're drowning, I wouldn't get out of water, help you out of water, or something like that.
I mean, that's rough. You never want to hear that from somebody. If you were dying, I would not help you. What are we doing here? What was that?
Agnew. Is his first name Spiro?
Over the first month of the season, instead of trying to squeeze that in there, he realizes, he hopefully understands. We talked to him the other day about game management, how he's had to be a little bit more of a game manager than maybe what he was in college because of what they have and the talent he has around him, what they're trying to get done as a football team.
And now it's him. Here's Robinson. Travis Twitter. Leading there was Norwell.
35.
With a nice stop on the defensive line. As we take a look at Matthew Wright, he's out of Central Florida. At a time with the Pittsburgh Steelers a year ago. He was in Detroit's camp this summer. And in a kickoff with Josh Lamb, he has been the one that they have selected. And to get the best tackle.
You say, why did they huddle up and use up some time? Because if they don't make this third down, they didn't want to give the Dolphins too much time. Now the Dolphins are going to use their last time out.
Lawrence, who has more interceptions so far than touchdown passes, will go for a visit with his sideline in 57 seconds to go. And Miami out of timeouts. Jaguars with 2. And this was the first drive starting in plus territory this year for Jacksonville after the punt by Miami. And they get the Dolphins 49.
Do you see me looking at you? That's hard to believe. We're game number 6. That's the first time they started a possession on the other side of the 50. And
wow. It's also hard to believe that Jacksonville is looking for the first win since September 2020. That was last season's opening weekend when they last won. Agnew on the fly, 3rd down and 6. Moving on, throwing on the run next to the hands of Chenault. I couldn't tell from our vantage point that actually hit his fingertips. But LaVisca Chenault could not lasso that pass.
You know, I tend to err on the side of the quarterback just because that's what I do. I don't think this was a drop. I think this was a little bit too far to the outside. We got one hand on it. It would have been a pretty spectacular catch if he was
going for it.
So instead of trying a long field goal here, which would be, what would that be, 53 yards?
All right. I don't hate this. I don't hate this. Well, we'll see what they do.
4th and 6.
Or maybe try a hard count to get an easy 5.
5 of 8 on 4th down this season.
He got it. You got it. Time out. All right. All right.
Well, and you wonder because there is no Xavier Howard, there is no Byron Jones. Normally, the Dolphins in that situation.
They see the yellow line move.
Instead, they only rush 4. They drop back into zone and they play catch. They try to create lanes and Trevor Lawrence buys them.
Xavier Howard being out is just a killer. Because Xavier Howard is their best defensive player.
Is that Lamb? That looked like Josh Lambo in front of him. I guess he's still Kane, even though he's not dressing.
Jones with an Achilles injury in the groin, Howard shoulder in the groin. 1st and 10. Jacksonville timeout 28. Howard is there. The pass is long to the end zone. It's caught.
Yes!
And you get the ball to start the half, you're going to be up 17-13.
Horrible camera work. Wow. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. What a beaut.
That's where Xavier Howard would have been.
What a beaut.
Now they're going to have a little bit of time, but not a lot of time with no timeouts. And then the Jaguars get the ball first coming on the second half.
It's going to be 17-13 before the Dolphins get a real possession again.
Whoever's running that camera angle, they need to be replaced.
You can give a quick little throw so you can get a chunky yardage and get yourself into field goal range because you have to realize that you have a really good kicker in Jason Sanders for the Dolphins.
Look at this camera.
I saw it. The bad angle schmangle. It cursed the Dolphins.
It jolts.
The bad angle schmangle. Dolphins got cursed by a bad angle schmangle. Bad angle schmangle.
Well, you talk about Lawrence, and right now he's sitting at 12 of 20 for 147 yards. The important thing is no interceptions, no turnovers. They need to get the run game going. The one big run that Robinson had was called back on a holding face mask penalty. Right now, Robinson is 7 carries for 22 yards, but Tua's going to have an opportunity here, even with no timeouts, to go down and try to keep the field goal range.
Jalen Waddle is back, and it will go into the end zone, touchback to the 25, and again 40 seconds and no timeouts. Zano Viola, who comes into this series 16-24, 152, a short 6-yard touchdown pass to the aforementioned Waddle on the opening drive of the game.
Well, you mentioned the 24 attempts for Tua Tagovailoa. In his career, he's only had 3 games where he's attempted more than 30 passes. In those 3 games, he's 1 win, 2 losses. So this is not a normal territory for Tua Tagovailoa, especially in the NFL in his 12 starts.
First and 10.
So,
And downfield it goes. It's incomplete and almost swipes. Springer was down there diving at it with the intended receiver. That was the tight end Smythe, and it's 2nd down and 10.
Well, Tagovailoa recognizes the safeties are wide, so it's cover 2, and he's got Smythe running down the middle of the field.
Boy, there was like 6 Jaguars there and 1 receiver. I was terrible.
So, oh, jeez.
By the receiver Matt Collins, who gets another reception, his 4th of the day, and picks up 20 and gets the first down. Again, 3 starting receivers out today for Miami because of injury.
Well, the best part about it, Kevin, is he's able to get out of bounds. And as much as Ford was trying to chase him down and bring him in bounds, Collins, with that catch on the back shoulder, hit it to the outside. Stop the clock and set up the play.
Collins was waived by Philadelphia, reeled in by Miami back in 2019. 20 or more yards, explosive plays, moving up nicely off the ground. And then from behind, he was grabbed by Shaq Griffin. He gets as far as a 48 at Jacksonville. No timeouts, the clock is ticking. It is 2nd down and a couple to go, and Tua will spike it 3rd and 2 coming up. With the clock at 10 to play in the first half.
Well, that's just managing it. Is it worth the 7-8 yard reception, knowing you don't have any timeouts and you're not going to be able to get out of bounds? Or is it try and push it up the field, and if you can't push it up the field, throw it away? And when you consider you don't have any timeouts, now all of a sudden, whatever they do, they're going to have to get out. They're either going to take a shot at the end zone or get out of bounds because there's not enough time to get up there and run a second play unless you have to stop the clock.
3rd down and 2. The rush around, grabbed by Gesicki, the tight end, shoved there by Smoot. The one Smoot. Did they call it reception? No, they did not. But that's
the initial call was
Boy, these refs are.
second foot down.
Well, we did though.
It looks like you can see the black pellets, right? You can see.
Yes. Gesicki's upset.
Discussion on the field. The receiver got both feet down, inbounds, and maintained possession of the ball throughout the process.
And he gets the first down at the 40 of Jacksonville, and 5 seconds to go.
He's a very animated person, isn't he?
Yep.
Well, I think they're going to have a field goal.
Yes,
They're not running out there. They're like, there they go.
A little bit hesitant, but out they go. If they had 7 seconds, it might be different.
Something's going to be different. Right now, yeah, there's really no way to run a play. Based on the coverage that Jacksonville ran, they had their defensive in and outside linebackers out to the boundary trying to prevent them from going out of bounds. So this is really the only choice they have.
Urban Meyer's going to call a timeout here. This is a 58-yard field goal try. 2-2 already today, chasing Sanders. I was not going to call the timeout. There's the miss.
Wow.
The defense holds. They come to Jacksonville.
Close.
Jaguars do to within 3. And the missed field goal at 58.
Jaguars are going to win this game. I'm telling you right now.
I wouldn't be mad about that.
The Jaguars are going to win this game.
What a horrible kick.
Well, it was over 50. Yeah, it was 58 yards.
I mean,
You got the touchdown right before the half to make this a 3-point game.
All right.
all right, we'll take a little break.
Yep, we'll be back after the second half.
No. We'll be back after halftime for the second.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean.
You know how some carriers give you some